Ladies and gents, welcome back to the Away Days, episode 70 now. New different crew this week. Nathan.
I don't think we've done this before.
Yeah, we've had this three.
Oh.
It's a new, there's so many conflicts.
Foden out.
Bit of pressure.
Gordon in.
Oh, I need to apologise. I was saying the whole time Foden could play on the left. I was just thinking about that. The whole build, I'm like, yeah, Gordon play left will be fine. But you guys are right. Foden cannot play left. That guy is a dead
Southgate
baller.
just can't coach.
Yeah.
Or that as well.
Bit of both.
Take your pick. I know Goldbridge is having a field day with all these Goldbridge videos. All I see every morning on my feed is why Southgate's wrong or Harry Kane responds to this. It's like, oh, he's had a field day. Speaking of the Euros, how we found it so far, was obviously drama last night with the Italian game. Anything stood out to you guys so far in the tournament in terms of highlights or lowlights?
Not really.
It's been a very good tournament.
Yeah, it's been good.
I mean, I can't believe that. I was saying to you before, I can't believe that we're about to be in the round of 16.
Yeah, it's great.
Like, it just flies through away, you know. And especially with the time zone here. Like you obviously have been committing to the late night. Your sleep schedule must be cooked.
Yeah, my sleep score's not good.
Like 1 or 2 days gone, and you realise there's been like 6 games or whatever, and it's like what's happened, and yeah, you can lose track of what's going on pretty quickly. But it's been really
still
good
a lot to play for in a lot of the groups. I think the one midnight tonight, like that's going to be crazy. I think I don't know what group it is, but they're all on 3 points with like Romania and shit.
Yeah,
so
Romania, Slovakia.
Yeah, that's going to be mad.
Yeah.
So
we can go through that.
Take your pick
early on here, and we can go through it. So obviously the first two go. So Germany have gone through, Switzerland have gone through. I think Switzerland,
as expected.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
So who didn't make it? Scotland and Hungary.
Hungary might go
make
through.
Yeah, they're on 3 points. Yeah.
Yeah, and they've got a goal to -3.
But I think so. I think we're talking about that. It's like it looks like all the teams, because there's 4 teams that go through. Yeah. It looks like all the teams that have 3 points in third spot are at this stage going to go through. It's really just Slovenia who are playing for.
Yeah, so Slovenia's on 2 points.
Yeah.
So they have to do
Slovenia or Croatia in this race, sort of thing.
Yeah. But the thing is, Slovenia have got a 0 goal difference. So, like you were saying off air, they need to get battered for Croatia to go through. So we've got Germany through, Switzerland through, Spain through, Italy through, Hungary basically through, and Croatia looks like they're out alongside
Is this
Albania
Luka Modric's last tournament?
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah,
it will be.
I
think he's got a year left.
That hits the heartstrings a bit, Luka Modric.
Yeah. You reckon he's got a year left?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
The fact that, I was surprised he went on in club football considering Toni Kroos hanging the boots up. It just felt like right they'd all do it together. But it's been a great, like people were saying, oh, what if for that? But like he's done it all realistically, what he could do with Croatia. They got to a World Cup final. Like they've been consistent in major tournaments now for how long? For like forever.
They've overachieved massively.
Yeah, there and thereabouts.
Oh, I mean, Croatia in a World Cup final is unreal. Like there's
Think
when you
about
look
it.
back at it, like, because obviously Modric is like the Ballon d'Or in that sort of reign, where he's like the first one to sort of win it besides, Messi and Ronaldo, right?
Yeah, the guys, yeah.
And it's like, kind of, was it deserved, was it not? But like when you look at the achievement of taking, obviously, Croatia to the World Cup final, like how big of a stage that is, unreal. And, the team was good back, you had like Rakitic and stuff back then. Like there was a few more names in there, but it really wasn't like on par with the other big dogs around there. And so
France, for God's sake,
he's done a madness.
It wasn't a fluke either, because they did it again.
Yeah.
Like they've
Because there
repeated
was semis next, was it last World Cup?
I think it was semis. Yeah.
Bro, that's ridiculous. Because last World Cup they were out of that golden generation. Because there was no Rakitic, I don't think, at the last World Cup. No. Mandzukic, these sort of names. Like some of the names I was picking up last night, I was like, well, gee, I've never really heard of this guy. I haven't heard of this guy. And it's like, that's when you know it's come and gone. He's sort of been there from the start, the middle, the good bit, and then the end as well, which is like testament to him and Toni Kroos, because both of them would have been through every sort of generation with their nation right now across the sort of 10 to 15 year period. But just unfortunately you couldn't go one step. Just to see him in a knockout game, you don't want to see Luka.
Well, we don't think they can. You never know.
I'd gladly see him in a knockout game.
Watch like a Southgate masterclass just to rub it in even more and ruin Modric.
Southgate ruins Modric as well. Southgate ruins the legacy once more. But no, unfortunate for that end like that. But what a goal, by the way, as well. He misses the penalty. I don't know if you've seen, he misses the penalty a minute before and then gets his poacher's hat on and taps the ball home in a real striker's format. So that was quite the moment as well to make it 1-0 and all the way to there was 8 minutes out of time.
A lot of controversy around
that. A lot of people were angry about it. I can understand there being a bit, but 8 minutes is a long time. Like watching that game, I don't think there was 8 minutes worth of stoppages. Considering the first time Italy did the exact same thing. They played slow. They were fine for the draw.
I thought 5 when watching it would
I think 5 was suffice.
Have they been doing
like
it?
Pushing it.
Have they been doing the extra time similar to the World Cup?
They haven't done that at all.
Every
Every first half was a 1 minute. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought it could have been 2 or 3.
So 8 minutes really is
8 minutes was
like club football's the problem that you get like 5-6 minutes.
Yeah.
When it's
because they've gone in the World Cup extreme to a little bit less for club football, and this Euros feels like early 2000s football again. This feels like
long shots galore.
Yeah, long shots. Own
goals having a great tournament.
2 p.m. Lukaku's offside goals go crazy.
Yeah, oh my god, the offside goals.
Have you seen that graphic? It's like own goal 6, Lukaku ruled out 3, and it's like the next best.
It's ridiculous, man.
But that's
he should have scored a bag. Man.
That's Lukaku though in for Belgium though.
I know. I
feel like I posted. I think we said it last year. I'm like, I watched Lukaku just drop a masterclass for Belgium.
It was like a big thing pre-tournament. Like Lukaku, like golden boot. Like you got Kane, you got Mbappe, like all these guys. And then
if you want to be different,
he was a bit of like if you were going to have a punt, like a bit of a value dark horse down. And he's been around there.
He could have 4.
He should have bagged them. It's unreal.
He had that friendly against England where he was unreal. He played that assist to Tielemans. I think it was. And it was like, oh my god, it's like this new player. And then he gets to the Euros and like he just, I don't know.
But he'd fit the theme of this tournament because he's playing that full like hold up striker, he's fully bullying defenders. He's come on the back of the net. It's just like, please, for the sake of your country. We'll touch on that a bit. They've been a bit underwhelmed. But yeah, so unfortunately, Luka Modric looks like he's out. Italy go through. Tell you what though, like this tournament just keeps tossing up more curveballs. I think we had Albania's 95th minute equalising earlier, and then we've got this 98 minute equaliser. We had the day before Hungary winning it in the 100th minute. Like, it just feels like every single night there's something different that's going to toss it up. I feel like, is this one of your favourite tournaments? For me, at least, since, I guess my first tournament I proper watched was 2014 World Cup. That was like the first proper one I actually knew what was going on. Since then, there's been a few stinkers. How does this rank for you in terms of your tournaments you've watched?
Oh, I mean, it's hard to say without the finals because I think when you look back at the past tournaments, like so much of what you remember is the finals, right? World Cup, like the last World Cup.
Yeah.
You think
that's like the pinnacle.
Like that is literally the pinnacle.
Literally, that game was.
Like that, if you were gonna like show someone the sport, that is literally
that's
the game.
The one game.
Because it's got the spectacle, it's got the plays, it's got the goals, like it's got every single thing about it, right? And then like, you think of like moments like 2014, you think of Brazil and Germany, you think of these big games and stuff, right? So we haven't necessarily had the finals element to it yet, but it's definitely panned, like in terms of a group stage, like it's definitely up there.
It's way better than Euro 2020.
Yeah.
Obviously with COVID, that was kind of
no
always going to be dead. But just that tournament itself didn't feel right in a way, just with everything that was going on.
As you said, the early 2000s vibe to it, like it literally does have that. It's just like all the, it's just the play styles, seeing the best thing about this tournament I find is that the smaller countries are playing just like good football. Yeah, they're not there's no overcomplicating. There's no parking the bus when you're 1-0
no
up.
Inverted shit.
Yeah, no inverted.
Just actual proper. It's
just like you got fullbacks, you got wingers, you got you take a long shot when it's on, and we're seeing bangers. Like you're seeing a lot more of the things that you grow up loving about the game.
Yeah.
And make it so enjoyable and make like the highlights so good.
100%.
And I rate it so far highly. We'll see how the finals pan out.
Ask us in a month.
Genuinely.
I think.
But it already trumps the last Euros.
That's the thing. Even 2016, which I thought was really, really the finals really, really good. But I think the group stage has topped that. I think it probably tops the World Cup. Other than for Argentina's little resurgence in the group stage. That's the thing
about the last World Cup is
the story about Argentina. Storyline from that first game. I think everyone watched that, especially in Australia. It was like the peak. Like it was at the 9 p.m. time. So we're like, everyone watched Saudi Arabia beat.
Yeah, and it was unreal.
Everyone's like, wait, what? And like all the group chats are popping off, and you're like, oh. And then you see that probably kept that group stage alive, and maybe because Australia actually did it all right for once as well.
Yeah.
But I feel like this group stage, in terms of like the 9 p.m.s here in Australia, the 2 p.m.s over there. I said it in the other video. I feel like it could solve world peace. The 2 p.m. kickoffs. All these countries.
It's a bummer they're gone. It's so sad.
Especially over here.
Mate, the finals for us is gonna ruin me. Like,
the times it's just 3 a.m.s.
Yeah.
It's just.
I think the quarters. There's
Is there some
there's 2 12 games?
2 12s,
and then every other game after that is 3.
Gonna be,
mate.
It's going to be tough.
6 p.m. bedtimes, lads.
Yeah, I know.
We're getting up at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I know. Feels like clocking in for work or something.
Literally.
Yeah. Like,
That's your shift.
I might actually be clocking in for work.
It gives that sort of vibe to it. But yeah, fantastic tournament so far. And I think you're right. Cut the crap of the inverted fullbacks.
Yeah.
Tiki-taka or possession. Even Spain have got rid of the tiki-taka and the little possession football. They've just gone.
They're actually playing good football though. Like you said, they're not sitting back. They're actually like taking it to teams. Besides
if
Scotland.
England get eliminated, this tournament only gets better.
Yeah, it's safer.
If they are
Without England and Scotland, the
England
tournament's
game,
great.
the quicker they get out, the better.
Yeah, we just literally. If England manage to get themselves to the final, like it's just gonna mean that it was just boring games at this rate, at least.
Yeah,
like a ball fest. Draws, probably win a few penalties and stuff.
Yeah,
and
Like their group's been the easiest.
yeah, oh, they mate.
Them and Belgium's probably. But.
Their run to at least the semis on like predicted results at the start of the tournament was like the easiest thing ever.
Yeah.
You know, you walk through the group and then you get you don't get any of the big dogs until the semis. And I mean, it's probably going to happen, but we know how Southgate is. Like he actually does get results.
Gareth plays tournament football.
Yeah, he does, but it's just not a good watch.
No one likes it.
He doesn't really get results. It's the players.
Yeah.
But like it's nothing to do with his coaching.
They get a result
For him. Yeah,
for him.
It's just so disappointing because of like how good we know this team can be on paper.
It's the question, eh?
And the worst part about it is that all their good players are up front. Like all their world class players are up front, and yet they play such a defensive brand. They don't get any of the good stuff out of their good players, and it's just 1-0 from like a header or a tapping or something, and then sit back and like it's disappointing. Like it's so it just does not live up to any of the hype, which happens every pre-tournament for England. Like best score we've had in 20 years, and
I know.
Gold generation 2.0 and all that stuff. I think like, there's a lot of pressure on Harry Kane. I think.
Oh, they're just such an interesting watch.
It's just like
because it's
so tough.
It could blow up at like they could get hammered by like a Netherlands or a France or something.
I reckon a lot of teams.
I'm telling you, Slovenia are going to give these guys a run, man. I'm telling you.
I hope so.
Because Slovenia have actually been going forward. Yeah, like they haven't sat back at all. And look, England will probably score early and get it, 1-0.
And then sit,
But if they're going to park the bus, they're going to be under the pump for time. And then like I can't see them not conceding. I was saying to Nate before we started, Ben Sesko, mate, under the spotlight.
Yeah.
He's had all the Premier League links. I would not be surprised to see him bag a goal or two.
He's due one, isn't he?
Yeah, he's definitely due as well because he hasn't been anywhere near like the valuations and stuff which we're talking about, and so he's definitely due. But I would not be surprised to see Slovenia get something out of that game.
Is that what we need? Because England have scored in the opening 20 minutes in both their games. Are we waiting to see a Slovenia score first, or England not have to score their first goal to the 80th minute? Because they played fantastic for the first 20 minutes every game, and then they score a goal, and then I don't think in the average heat map, it's like Harry Kane's at left back.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
Even their midfield's like right next to their centre back. It's like they're so deep.
And then when they get the ball, I think someone brought this up, and so we're going to season mode all of a sudden again, but everyone plays like that number 10. Well, Harry Kane wants to be number 10. G wants to be number 10. Phil Foden wants to be number 10. Saka's the only one who wants to like stay, what the tournament's saying to do, stay wide. And he's been probably the best player in the park by a country mile for England.
Mark Gay's been good.
Yeah. But I feel like England is going to cut someone out because they've got 4 players wanting to play number 10. It's like,
and then you had Trent in there, which doesn't help.
Trent
and he wants the ball.
Well, sounds like he won't be there.
Yeah, no, you won't.
Gags.
Conor Gallagher.
I
don't know.
Like Chelsea, Jordan Henderson.
The closest thing to Calvin Phillips.
Yeah. We can't replace Calvin Phillips.
That compared to the Pep Guardiola, we cannot replace him.
What is the thought process behind that?
I don't get it.
No one else in the world would say that.
And the craziest part is that Calvin Phillips is he injured?
No,
he's available.
He was that bad at West Ham.
I know he was being shocking, but like you're saying, you can't replace him. But it's not like the guy was unavailable anyway.
No, he was there.
So that's how bad he's been. He's available. You didn't pick him, and you're saying we cannot replace Calvin Phillips. Like it's the craziest thing I've heard, man.
Like there's no way this team can win if it with a coach like that. It just can't happen, man.
I pray it does not happen.
It just can't.
If they're going to play
relying on Calvin Phillips.
If they're going to play the way they're currently playing and say stuff like that, then it would be so sad to see.
Even as a player, like surely you're thinking surely, what?
if anyone, like whoever the midfield, all those midfielders in the squad right now.
Declan Rice must be thinking, like, I'm Declan Rice, man.
Like, scored for my tactics to like go outside there, sit back,
just stand in front of the centre back.
Yeah.
So I want you. It's probably got like a paper out, going your zone.
Yeah,
your zone.
Like going as a box, no
you
shots.
Know the sheets of paper when a player comes on, he's like, just stay there.
It's like they
a paper.
You know all the names about what they write when they hand the paper on. It's like he's right 4-2-2, 4-4-2, 4-4-2. Like,
sit back, sit back in front of Gay, partner Gay. It's bad. It's
unreal.
It is bad.
Play like Calvin.
Be like Calvin.
Be like Calvin or draw 25. He's like that. The Uno.
But even like Conor Gallagher playing for Gags is a workhorse in the Chelsea team, and
he's a respectable player, but he ain't an international quality player.
Like he tries, and he tries.
The level he's at now, he won't ever go above or below that. But like a Manu or an Adam Morton could.
Yeah, 100%.
Adam Morton would cook in this side, man.
I think we're saying this.
But would he under Southgate? That's the thing. Would he cook under Southgate?
Yeah, but probably not. Because he wouldn't have the license.
Do you reckon he just like fucks it off and just like goes, I'm just gonna Declan, you go, I'm just gonna sit in. You go, you attack. Because I want to see. Can you imagine Declan Rice, Jude, Kane, Saka, Gordon, like the creativity there, like that's great. And
it sounds amazing.
Kane needs to give up dropping in. Kane needs to just run in behind. Just forget. It's not Tottenham anymore, champ. It ain't Tottenham. Just get in behind the defenders and score
you don't
goals.
need to drop the centre back to the ball.
Mate, your team.
Everyone
Eric
else.
Dyer's not here. It's all good. Like, relax.
I'm shocked he didn't go because he was talking about the season was unreal.
That's actually not. That's a good call. But
it's
like literally, Kane needs to get in the Ronaldo mindset.
Yeah,
and walk back to halfway.
Exactly.
Like walk back. Literally, I would love them to go rogue and just not defend.
Yeah,
and just like jog back because you're not going to. If Southgate drags Kane like early in a game,
he did against Denmark, didn't he?
Yeah, but how was that?
No, I think the boos were for Southgate when he dragged Kane off. Because
we saw what happens when he did.
I thought it was for Kane,
but
I think
65, 70?
70?
Yeah.
Which is still early for England fans. They thought it was...
I mean, he's your best attacker.
Yeah.
Well, he's their guy, right? The captain. It's just like... I don't know.
No Palmer as well, which I think is crazy.
If you're Cole Palmer, you must be thinking like, what do I have to do to get
Jared Bowen over here? Jared Bowen's a good player. But I wouldn't...
my only thing about Cole Palmer is that like he did his best work at 10, right? And when he was like the staple in that team, like everything revolved around him. Even with how good he's been, there's like 4 or 5 players in that England team who it revolves around more than Cole Palmer, right? And is he more of like an orchestrator, or like do you get the best out of him when it's just like when it's just in sort of like increments, right?
Yeah,
or do you get the best out of Cole Palmer when he dictates what's going on, and he doesn't have the luxury to dictate it, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. With all the players,
same as Foden. Like when you put Foden on the left, like when you only get him in like drips and drabs, and you don't get him like on the ball a lot more and playing obviously in this position as well. Then like you obviously don't get the best out of him. That's why I'm so big on the Anthony Gordon thing in that team, because he gives them pace. He's just so direct, and it's his natural position as well.
He hasn't come on yet, has he? He hasn't even come on.
He hasn't even been like warming up.
No, it's like bro, sitting there with a tracksuit on.
I haven't seen him on the touchline.
2 jackets, hoodie, beanie. Like
it's ridiculous, man.
I tell you were ahead of the curve though. Like everyone on social media has been talking about this. You were about 4 months early.
Well, because I was watching a lot of Newcastle, and him and Isak were cooking, man. And Anthony Gordon, like Isak was getting on the end of a lot of it, but he was so direct. Like it was so good to watch. So quick, can go both ways, can cut in or go byline. And I was just like, this is exactly what you want especially from a winger who plays in a defensive team who's going to be running at defenses. Like that is exactly what you want. And I was just like, oh, it'd be such a it's the best they have on the left for sure, by a mile. I thought, right? Yeah. And it's very similar to what Saka does as well. To be honest, like.
Saka's working as well, so obviously
Saka's one of their best players.
Yeah, must work.
It's like Saka's direct. He can drive at plays. He can go both sides, and Foden can do that as well. But he doesn't have the same pace as Saka and
the 10, right?
Yeah. He's good. He's so good on the ball. It's like they offer different things, but that's why he's so much better at the 10 dictating play. Whereas Saka and Gordon on the wings can drive and go past players, and they just offer England like at least they play to what Southgate
is doing.
Yeah, I don't get it. You know, you got Southgate playing one way, but he's picking all these players who don't really fit it.
Yeah, no.
Trend.
They all coached at club levels to play a different way.
Yeah, Foden on the left does not suit Southgate at all.
He's not going to grab the ball on the line and take on a fullback. Gordon will.
Yeah, exactly. But he proceeds to pick him, and it's just, it's so strange, man. It's so strange.
Just quickly to finish that point, I think that's what separates players like Musiala and Wirtz and Lamine Yamal, the other guys. I feel like all the English players, especially in the Premier League, like even from like Garnacho and stuff, these guys, they can only play a certain way.
Yeah.
They can only play with the ball at their feet. Whereas like some Musiala and Wirtz, they've played 10 for their club team, but they said, okay, we're good enough to sacrifice our game, only get 30 or 40 touches, but goals, assists from wide positions. I think it just shows the levels of like Phil Foden and like these guys. I'm not downgrading them, but that's why I love watching the Wirtzes and the Lamine Yamals and these guys, because they can play without many touches of the ball. Like the fact that Florian Wirtz has gone from being a 30 goal contribution season from the middle, similar to Foden, but then can play out on the right, which is probably his third best. He's probably a 10, a left winger, then a right winger. So he's playing his third best position and still killing it. And Musiala from probably second position, preferably, but still top goal scorer in the tournament without getting the same amount of touches he would at Bayern. That just shows, I think, I don't know if it's maybe the system that they're brought up on, but like these foreign players just do better with it. It's not all about them. I was about to say,
I think a lot of it revolves around like respect for the manager. I'm going to be honest. I don't think like Foden and stuff don't respect Southgate. I just think it's at different levels, right? If Pep Guardiola suddenly coached England, and let's say he had opposite tactics to what he currently plays, right? Yeah. Let's say he was asking Foden to do something he doesn't do. The selflessness would just increase, right? Like, you know, like if it's Pep telling you to do something versus Southgate, like you're going to believe that the result of what you're doing is going to be successful a lot more, right? So you're going to be willing to play a different way and believe in the coach to a different extent. Whereas when Southgate tells you to do something, they're probably like, yeah, okay, like, you know, we'll track back. But there's just nothing exciting about it. There's nothing which is like telling you like, okay, if I sacrifice my role and play exactly the way the coach wants me to play, that we're going to have great success, because like he doesn't give that aura to Southgate. Like
just look at the CVs. Like,
exactly.
On everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Southgate
obviously
got sacked from Middlesbrough.
Yeah, so 100%. So it's like,
the only reason why he's respected is because it's England and because it's like England FA and all that. Yeah. But if he was at a club level, like,
you want me to buy into this, but I just don't really like believe.
I'm only doing it because it's my country.
Yeah, exactly. I'm doing it because it's my country, and you know, 100%. Couldn't agree more. And I just think that's the different elements to like getting the best out of these players as well. Is that when the players believe what they're doing, when they buy into like what the coach is saying, then I think when they really buy in, then I think, you know, you can get the best out of these players even when it's not their best position, or even when, you know, like it's just like not the best for them, right, to get the spotlight. Yeah. They're willing to do it because I think it'll get them the result they want, rather than just sort of being like half-assed in doing it.
Doing what they're doing, It's fair enough. All right, we've got 2 days left worth of the final group stage games.
It's only 2.
Because I just realised they packed them both on both days.
So how many games?
So there's 4 tonight and 4 tomorrow.
4?
Okay, I didn't know double kickoffs at once.
At 12.
At 12, so 2 12
That's
o'clock
the
doubles.
Netherlands and that group.
That's the exciting one. So let's run through them. Let me give me your thoughts. So we got France and Poland first.
France get it done.
How much? How many goals they win that one?
They haven't scored like...
They have not scored a goal yet.
Yeah, I was going to say they haven't scored. Yeah.
Own goals are winning for them.
I don't know if... I assume Mbappe will start.
Yeah, I think... Yeah.
France will still win, probably.
Griezmann needs to put the ball in the net. It
was funny though, because that should have been Rabiot's goal, man. I don't know what brother was cooking trying to like
that
He's
was
doing like
weird.
Bro tried to do the Ronaldo before Ronaldo.
Top 10 top respect moments in football, unselfish moments in football.
Top 10 respect moments, you know?
Yeah, but look, France probably, you know, Poland have been a little bit...
Poland are on the beach now.
2-0.
Tournament on the beach.
They'll probably rotate a bit, just give some of the others a go.
Lewandowski's last chance at a tournament. You'd think tonight's game, that'd be his last crack. Will he go to next World Cup?
They on 0 points.
0, they're done.
Yeah.
How old's Lewandowski? Like 35?
33 is Lewandowski?
Nah, I think he's older than 33. 35? I think he's like 35.
But it is his last tournament that we'd think though, right?
They keep going on.
He might be able to do
Ronaldo's going to be the next World Cup, man.
He said
Ronaldo will be. I think Messi will be as well. I think
Messi will be.
35, you guys are good with ages, fair play. 35 years old.
Nearly 36 or?
Oh shit, just deleted it.
Preston, it's only because we did top 10 strikers not long ago.
That is very true.
That's the only reason.
He's 35 in August. Oh my, yes, he's
I think he'll go again.
That is crazy knowledge. That's crazy knowledge. Bro knows birthdays.
That's career mode tax.
Yeah. He has seen that happen before already. Pre-contract signing.
I already played this year. I already know who wins, mate.
he knows what's happening.
I actually coached. Look, France probably put 2 or 3. They probably really kick off their tournament tonight. Get 3 or 4 past them.
I think that Austria one could be interesting.
This is the one I'm excited about. This is my game of the round. Netherlands, Austria.
Yeah, it's nuts.
That Netherlands midfield, I don't like.
No, because
they're missing. They're playing their backups. They're playing their backups.
I just don't like a lot about Netherlands.
They're missing Darun.
You don't like them?
Not really.
I still like them though.
I like them, but I just worry about their midfield.
It's the what if. If you had De Jong, Darun, and Koopman like in that midfield,
they'd be fine. I think they'd be one of the favourites. I think
they're like up with Portugal as one of the favourites, right? But
I'd probably have them as my favourite, to be honest.
We've seen finally Gakpo's Gakpo does this right.
Because he's playing in his natural position.
Yeah.
I've been crying for him to play left wing for ages.
On Twitter and stuff, Liverpool fans are like, this is what we've been waiting
for.
Yeah.
Because he's playing left wing.
Left wing. And playing out, this is down to the theme of the tournament again, out and out left wing. There's no one like inverting inside him or stuff like that. It's Ake just holding back the odd time overlapping, but it gives him space. He just runs at defenders and causes all the problems. So I think Netherlands to win for me.
I think just though. I think it'll be like a 1-0.
Ralph Rangnick.
I'm going Austria double chance. So I think Austria. That's what me
these last few days. Man, it's been bad. Start with double chance.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Austria get a result in this game. I just really believe in the chemistry that they have with under Rangnick. I just think that they have a great system, and it's one of the more easily adaptable systems for all the players that have come in. And we've seen how it's gone, right?
Yeah,
that's a danger game for Netherlands.
I think Austria get a result here. I don't know if they win. But
I think Netherlands scrape over the line just.
I think it's going to be entertaining though.
Yeah.
Because the Netherlands haven't dealt with a press yet.
Yeah.
And this is the next level pressing. This is
100%. But it's the fact that they can just do it so well in international football. Yeah. When have you seen a team be able to press so well on no training, no team chemistry, and they just come there and they can do proper gagging presses. It's unreal. So I think they'll be able to get a result there.
It's two contrasting styles. It's slow versus fast, but we're interested in that one. Yes, I'm going to adjust Netherlands. You know, adjust Netherlands.
I'll go draw.
I like that. Denmark and Serbia. Think Denmark get the job done there, you'd think.
I think they've been pretty good this tournament.
They've come good. They've started.
The shocker at the World Cup, I think they've...
Yeah. I also think Serbia get a result here as well. I think Serbia I'm going another draw. I know it's boring, but
I think Denmark should have beaten England. So if they
what
play
needs to
similar
happen
to
for
that.
the group?
Here we go. So the group standings.
Because Austria and Netherlands is just for top of the group.
So Serbia bottom right now on 1 point. Slovenia have 2 points. Denmark have 2 points. So Denmark would want to at least get a draw. At least. But we'd expect England to beat Slovenia, so they should
Serbia
be okay.
Win.
Serbia win, they could go second.
They go on 4 points.
Could, yeah.
Because they'll beat Denmark in 2 and Slovenia won't win.
4 points, yeah.
They could go. I just think this tournament, I've been underwhelmed. I think Serbia's underwhelmed in terms of you've got all these strikers, but they don't work.
Yeah, no.
Mitrovic and Vlahovic do not work together.
They don't work.
Vlahovic to me has been underwhelmed. He's been really bad.
Yeah, Mitro's been
okay, but I think Vlahovic has been a hindrance on the side.
It's the name though. You got to because he's Juventus. Exactly. You got to play him, but. Mitro probably deserves.
Oh, they'll both play tonight, obviously as well.
Yeah, but it doesn't work.
It doesn't.
Actually, hurting them more. I'd rather play like a midfielder because Vlahovic is playing as like a false second striker. What's the
you want him to turn and play his passes to this.
And he receives the passes for a club. So I don't know. It's for me, Serbia not as good as I thought they would. So I think Denmark might get them in the end. Like a 3-1 or 2-1.
I just still think they have
I think 2-0.
I just still believe in the names that Serbia have.
Oh yeah, they're a tough cookie to break.
And stuff.
The names are there. It's just
there is actually.
That's the thing. It's just one game. You turn off.
It's basically a knockout game, isn't it? Yeah. Basically. So you think draw?
I'm gonna go that Serbia once again get a result.
Serbia get a result.
I just don't see them winning.
I think they need to win though, right?
I think they do.
They have to win.
They have to win to
get I know they have to win, but I can see Denmark holding
maybe
onto a draw or something like that. But I'm going to go, Serbia, results, a draw.
Result.
Back Denmark. I was pretty impressed by how they played against England. So
I just think it's more England, man. I don't know.
But they still
I still got Denmark World Cup flash, PTSD, where they were just so underwhelming.
Australia, mate. packed
No, but they were so bad. Like,
they were bad.
Like Denmark. Then I thought it was a better team then on paper. And
they came off.
A lot of people had them as dark horses.
Yeah. Oh my god, people.
And they were shocking.
They were terrible.
Like that Australia game, like
they had all France around for their money. It was like
they had all the possession, but they did nothing with it.
Because they came off that semi-final in the Euros, where again England just like Brexited them, and in the end they just like got that goal. So everyone's like, "Oh, World Cup, they're gonna come, they're gonna batter team, easy group, cruise the group," and then they get knocked out. Yeah. And then obviously final got England, Slovenia. I think I'm gonna get a classic 2-0 England. I mean, one in the first half, one in the second half.
I'm going.
Just defend the rest.
I want Slovenia to win.
I want them to win, but
I think England will pump them. I think they'll pump them.
I think England will win.
In terms of 1-0? Pump them in terms of like 3.
I think, 3-0.
3-0, okay.
Yeah.
I was big on Slovenia this whole episode.
Yeah.
I was like,
but now it comes to the predictions. Like,
my identity's on the line here.
Well, I've gone like 2. I've already gone 2 underdogs, mate. I've gone 2 draws. It's been like 4-1 each.
I think we all would love.
I'm already cooked here.
Mate, your odds are good though. If you
just back if I
would pull through though, you're killing it.
Yeah, Slovenia 4-0. Correct score. No, I'm actually gonna. No, I'm genuinely gonna. Nah. I'll go England like 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1's probably a shot. 2-1.
Well, we all want Slovenia to win, obviously.
Oh yeah. Slovenia.
I think Slovenia definitely score, but I just think that England get it done. Yeah.
In the end, they've been pretty impressive this tournament. Slovenia, to be honest, they're a tough team. All right.
I thought they were good against Serbia.
I think they're really good against Serbia. Slovakia and Romania. So this group is
the 3 points
group that it's become the group of death, basically.
Yeah.
So you win or you go home, sort of vibe. I think so. It's a bit NBA style. So Slovakia, Romania. Who do you think gets through there?
I'm going Slovakia.
I think Romania in this one. Not supposed to be edgy. I think this actually like, and that's you're right.
I'm going to go Slovakia, actually.
I'm going Slovakia.
Yeah. Fair enough. Ukraine, Belgium. We're going to talk about Belgium after we do this.
It's actually a good game.
This will be a very good game. Zinny cooking.
I think Belgium are in trouble, you know.
I think Belgium are in a lot of trouble. I told my
I think Zinny with his flag out.
Yeah, Zinny the national merchant
flag. Flag Zinny.
Lunan redemption. Like, it's going to... Nah.
That's hilarious. Flag Ukraine.
Yeah, flag Ukraine is next level, man. That's like Ludo Ronaldo, and then we've got like flag Ukraine.
Nah.
Lukaku versus Lunan, mate. It's fucking... This is football. This is
football heritage.
No,
Belgium can't.
Belgium, man.
They cannot. They got the easiest group.
They came into the group.
On paper.
Everyone said they should finish top and 9-0 this group. Like,
they have been the most just in general, they have been the most underwhelming country in world football.
They'll still be third in the group ranking, in the country ranking.
Like they have they've had like their golden era with KDB and Eden Hazard and Lukaku and Courtois and they had bloody the 2 Spurs centre backs back in the day, Tongan and bloody
Adavero.
Yeah, like they've just had players, company, man. I mean, and they've just done nothing. This team has just done nothing.
Do you want to talk about them? Because we're going to have it after. We want to talk about them now.
Yeah, while we're on the prediction, like we're going to say they're going to fumble again, mate.
Well,
you can't trust them.
You just can't.
Even De Bruyne on a national team level, you just as good as he is.
That's what someone raised. Outside of him last game, like no one's performed. And like. And you look back at it, people saying, I can't remember what podcast I listened to, but again, another English group, but they were saying, what golden generation's been worse? Because Belgium's golden generation was when Spain sucked, Germany had a bad period. The start of the generation, France was just coming through. England haven't been good. Whereas England's golden generation, you had Brazil, you had France, Spain.
Belgium, I think Belgium by
it's not even close.
They're supposed to be elite.
Yeah.
Like you have Eden Hazard best in the world.
Like
KDB best in the world.
England have had Premier League Player of the Years, like in Kane.
Yeah.
But I don't think they've had...
I'm comparing like the 06 England team to like...
you're talking about that one?
That golden generation versus this golden generation, which has been the worst underperformers. Because the context they gave...
What did the 06
I still think Belgium.
They fell short. Was it quarters or semi in the World Cup? I think a quarter in the World Cup.
I watched the bloody Beckham documentary. They're talking all about
But the point was they more made that Brazil was... like the Brazil team.
That's
you had France with like Zidane. You had
Belgium for me.
Argentina was still not great, but they're still tough to beat. Italy.
And also with England, there's always this pressure with the press and like just everything around.
I was about to say, there's always increased pressure on England because of
Exactly.
one being the Premier League and like most of them coming from there.
Yeah.
Whereas Belgium is never going to have that spotlight that, in terms of being they're a big country in world football,
Yeah.
Like they're not England, they're not France, they're not Spain.
They're still massive, but they don't get probably the media attention. Like, that's when barely anyone's spoken about Belgium. Yeah. Like, it's been a lot on Germany, Spain.
It's been one of the great underperformers. Because
there's just an expectation that, they might get to a quarters.
Belgium were first in the world at one point, world rankings.
And they didn't win anything.
And they hadn't won anything.
They've been third.
Top 5.
They barely got to a final.
Top 5 for ages.
They're always third, fourth.
Yeah.
I would say it's been Belgium. I think they've had a worse. I think they've been more underwhelming, purely on the basis like you've got probably the best centre attacking mid in Premier League history. You know, you've got Eden Hazard, Chelsea. Well, they had Hazard, obviously. Like, look at just the names there and how good they're supposed to be, and how good they have been at club level. They've just done nothing.
And they've had good coaches. Like, they had Martinez, who's cooking with Portugal at the minute.
Yeah. And Everton, legend.
Yeah, you know,
bring him back up the top.
Bring him back
up the top.
Yeah, I mean, I literally what is the? Can you recall what the best Belgium have done?
I think it was that third place at World Cup 2018. Russia. They beat England in the third place.
So who'd they lose to the semis in?
They lost to France.
They lost to France in the semis, did they?
Did they get third place?
Because didn't England just bin it off in the third place part? They didn't turn up.
I can't even remember that. But
I know they definitely got to a semi-final. I know they definitely did.
I'll fact check this.
So they got to a semi.
They won the third place playoff.
Yeah, they won. So
against
third.
England.
Yes. After losing to France.
Yeah. Oh, what was the score? This is coming back to me now.
They lost 1-0 to France.
Okay.
And
that was the 4-2 final,
Titi 51 minutes.
That was the 4-2.
Yeah.
That was Croatia.
Because Croatia came back.
That was Croatia.
Towards the end.
I remember that, yeah. So that's the best they've done.
I mean, like that's just
that's
you got to think that's underwhelming, eh? You
and with like the context of the other countries as well.
Yeah, 100%. Well, Croatia gave them.
That's where that point. That's why I don't know. I think 2 days ago I was listening to a podcast and it came up like, when you think about it, Germany have been rubbish.
Well, yeah, Germany didn't. That was the World Cup where Germany just won the.
Yeah, they won it and then they fell off the cliff.
Yeah,
but even before that, yes, Germany won it, but like this Belgium team have had 2 World Cups and 3 Euros. To get something.
Yeah.
And the best you can show for is a third place medal versus England in a World Cup where if you're in the final, you win that, you think. Versus
and
Croatia,
it was also like before France was like the current France, right? You know, it was like a 16-year-old Mbappe.
I think he was like
17,
18.
And bro was cooking on international.
Like they were good, but it wasn't what they are now.
It wasn't the finished product like
Tweedy and Titi.
Yeah, like
Havard,
they were obviously good.
Yeah,
but it wasn't the same. And 100%. When you look at that World Cup, all factors considered, it was probably one of the weakest we've seen in the last 20 years, and they compared to like the peak of like Belgian football.
Yeah,
they just couldn't get more than that. So
they've had players, man.
They've had great players.
Yeah.
They just haven't. I don't know. They just stumbled.
Yeah,
at every big challenge.
I could not tell you what it is.
As I say, it's one of the great mysteries. Like no one knows why. They just don't click.
Maybe it's gotten to the point now where no one actually backs them in. People have backed them in for 12 years.
Like, no one's really spoken about them. I don't think.
Because I think we just
all
just an
expectation that they're just going to.
It's like the elephant on the tree, man.
Literally, how did they get there? Right, I tell you what, that is a Wade-ass analogy.
That is a Wade-ass
elephant on the tree.
But everyone knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. All men know what's going on.
Yeah, it's just like insert Belgian badge in that elephant and then like. Because literally, it's like, like
Boss qualifying, they always finish top. They don't go unbeaten or some shit. They rock up to a major tournament.
When are they going to fall? And look at you, you're even repping them, man.
I had to wear it today. I knew what it's all about.
It's a nice kid at least.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I wore a kid first.
It's all they got going for them.
Going home early, but wore a kid. For Belgium.
It kind of just makes sense. Like when you have Lukaku up front, really, how much can you trust that team? Though? Like literally.
But he's had moments for club.
No, that's what I mean. He's had moments.
Good.
He's had moments.
And then he gets to the Euros and he just sucks.
Whenever it's on the big stage for Lukaku, though, he always seems to fumble, mate.
I love that.
Fumbled severely at Chelsea. Fumbled at United so hard.
Hand on heads meme.
Yeah,
sweats hand on heads.
Bro. He's gas,
bro.
Like, hand on heads, and when he's sweating, you know he's at a stinker. You know he's an absolute rotter.
Literally.
Dry Lukaku, mate. He's back three. He's
Bring back like West Brom Lukaku, mate.
Bring back Everton Lukaku when he was on loan. He was insane.
That was
shit
insane.
haircut,
Everton
but
Lukaku
good
was
vibes.
insane.
That was vibes.
Yeah.
David Moyes cooking Fellaini.
So what is the prediction there for the game?
We waffled. What's the prediction?
Valid waffle though. They need to be discussed.
As Tots would say, it has to be studied.
So I think Belgium, they're going to be shitting themselves.
Belgium
versus sorry.
Because this is it. This is their last chance ever.
Belgium, yes, Ukraine. I think Ukraine are underdogs, man. They're one of these teams that like
history.
They'll just go and like
Yarmolenko.
History of the Yarmolenko.
History of the Yarmolenko.
He always scores a banger.
History of man.
Always. He's like
they got a name man in their team. That's when you know like
Mikolenko.
Michelenko.
Oh, Tots
Michelenko.
Michelenko.
All the Lenkos, man. It's like it's all like the itches in all the every single one of them.
Kovacic.
It's unreal. But look, I'm gonna go Ukraine result.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's done it.
I'm saying it. I'm doing it. I have no faith in this Belgium team.
I'm going with a draw, but
even against who they beat 2-0 the other night.
Oh, Romania. Romania had more shots.
Yeah, and it was very dodged. Yeah. Like they didn't.
To be fair, if Lukaku's on side, then
that won't happen.
Then they'll score 7.
Yeah. But that sentence has been going on for about 10 years and it's never changed.
If Lukaku's on side. If Lukaku's on side. But what a sentence we start with.
I think the new VAR was purposely made for Lukaku. So
he's that big too.
I think Ukraine as well.
I'm going Ukraine.
I think there's going to be one upset, and I think it's Belgium. I think that's it. Yeah.
It would make so much sense as well.
It would.
Like every other big team,
it would top it off, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
it would just
every
make
other
sense.
team which was expected to be there is like doing their thing, right? You know, whether it's underwhelming in England, they're all still there.
Yeah,
it would just be so Belgium to just not qualify.
Yeah,
it'd be unreal.
No,
we'll be there. We'll be there for the
We will be there.
We will be there.
Yeah. The thing is, I want to draw. If they go for a draw,
I think that they got a bit of momentum. Ukraine as well, coming from behind and winning.
That was a emotion-filled win. That last one, that was flags out.
They're definitely passionate.
That was
late winners, Yarmolenko vibes. That was the lot.
They're not on the front lines.
That was on the front line.
Well, if they're not on the front lines,
they are on the front line of the pitch. Otherwise, all right. And we have our final two games from the GOATS group: Georgia versus Portugal. Portugal 5-0.
Oh yeah,
Portugal battered.
Yeah, this will be a hammer.
Because Georgia are done now. Aren't
Ronaldo will get another.
We'll
get another assist, and then
top 10.
We'll talk about it.
Top 10 respect Ronaldo.
Top 10 cold moments.
No one else could do an assist like that and get any coverage.
Oh,
like,
Ronaldo.
I love how the camera, when the goal went in, it came straight to Ronaldo as well. Like, brother.
Bro, I love it. And before the game, we did
so good.
There's some drinking thing before he drinks and spits some water, and like the
camera's
pouring
on his hands.
Yeah,
the camera does not look at the crowd.
Bro thinks he's LeBron.
Or, he does the whole like pour, and no one's talking about like any other player on the pitch, but Ronaldo's drinking water. It's all
surprised it's not Coke, mate. Coke sock.
The Ronaldo effect. Forget the butterfly effect to Ronaldo. Does Ronaldo score?
Yeah, he scores.
Modric's now the oldest scorer in the European
Championship. Yeah, no, Ronaldo would definitely score.
Ronaldo will definitely score.
So they're playing tonight?
No, that's on Thursday morning, Wednesday night. Yeah.
He'll probably score a pen or something.
He will score 100%. They'll win 5-0.
Imagine Bruno taking a pen over it. That'd be... He's taken a few pens.
Well, he's given him assists. So
Ronaldo hitting the post on that free kick the other day. I think it was in one of the friendlies before. I don't know if you saw it.
So
he like smacked the post. Earned him free kicks for the next 4 years.
Yeah, no. Yeah. It's just,
he doesn't have to score one. It's just to get close on one of them.
He hasn't scored a free kick in ages, I swear.
It's unreal,
I think it's 32 attempts, I think,
and if he does, it's like deflected.
The last one I remember him scoring was the one against Spain. I think it was
when Tejada...
Mate, was that not like 20... Yeah.
That was like 20...
Was that not 2018?
Yeah.
2018, yeah.
That's the last one I remember.
Is that the 3-3?
Yeah.
That was years ago.
That's the last one I remember, though.
Yeah, I know. That's unreal.
That was a prime Ronaldo.
Wait, you didn't watch Al Nassr this season?
Get his Saudi Pro League license.
Yeah, with the 400
Apple
other
TV.
people that watch it, yeah. With the 400 people in the stadium. I'm the one person that's not in the stadium watching it,
yeah. And Czechia versus Turkey in the final. Turkey in the final game. That's actually exciting.
Own goal could be a big factor in that one.
Yeah, that feels like an own goal all written all over it.
What an own goal from that centre back. What was
the camera panned to like just stop, like, I think it panned to like the keeper or something.
And the ball was
just going past him.
That was great.
I'm going to go Turkey.
Turkey.
Hey, Turkey.
Yeah. Unlucky Sufal.
Are you on Turkey?
Yeah, Turkey.
Yeah. So that means
they've been alright.
Yeah, they have been decent.
They've been okay.
They've actually recovered.
Even against
from
Portugal, they had a couple of chances.
Was it the last World Cup where Turkey had like
everyone
expectations?
And Wales got ahead of them. I think Wales finished third.
They finished last.
Yeah, they finished last.
And they were hell high expectations. Did nothing.
Everyone was like, just watch Turkey. They'll be insane.
Yeah. Dark horse, man.
Dark horse. Just watch them get to a semi-final.
Hipsters pick Turkey, and now it's just like now that's your real deal.
Yeah.
But they're coming good.
Youngsters are cooking.
They got Gula, so I think he's injured though, isn't he? So
him and Yildiz were supposed to be injured, but Gula came off the bench. So I'm assuming they're gonna. If you have to win a game, you're gonna play the two superstars for your team. So that means we think, we're too hard to work it out. But I think if Czechia don't win, that means, and Georgia don't win, they're both
basically, we just think Belgium are gone and everyone else.
Belgium will qualify for third place, so that's the thing. Because they got 3 points and 1 goal difference, which should be enough.
Oh. So who was the other game? Romania, Slovakia.
Yeah, and both all on 3, right?
What's their goal differences?
Romania have 1 as well, equal to Belgium, and Slovakia have 0.
So for Romania, if that game's a draw and Belgium lose, they're done. Surely.
Oh yeah, they are done. They're bottom. Yeah, they are bottom.
Surely. Please.
that will happen. That can happen.
And what's
It would be a shock, but it wouldn't be in a way.
Oh, it'd be so Belgium.
But
it would epitomise Belgium's last 10 years, and they'll still be third in the world. Like
we'll see the World Cup third place.
They won't qualify. They'll slip to 4th.
Yeah,
like, it's unreal, man.
It's crazy. I think it looks like then Croatia will miss out. Because Croatia and then Czech.
It looks extremely unlikely.
Yeah,
Croatia.
I think it has to be some ridiculous mathematical formula, which I can't work out by looking at it. But
yeah, they're gone.
There you go.
Unfortunately,
the end of Luka Modric.
They had a good run. Good one.
Yeah. 2018 World Cup.
All good things come to an end.
So, well said. Close the book on that. Close the book on that one. Then. Let's go quickly through some limited transfer stuff. De Zerbi's been confirmed at Marseille now.
Yep.
That's such a random side.
It is a weird, it's a side quest,
man. It feels like such a side quest.
Sideways, if not backwards, man.
No,
a backwards quest.
Marseille are a big club in France.
In France, but there's a lot of pressure.
No, I know Marseille are big.
Like if he can get them back to where
they go back.
Were,
yeah, but you also like. I don't think Brighton don't have the name right in terms of like being a European team, but they literally have been in Europe the last few years, and you know like they. Like you're in the Prem. I just don't get how moving to Marseille. I think it's backwards personally. I think you've gone 4 leagues lesser to like the 3rd or 4th team in the league.
The only thing I can look at is he's looking at it going, we're losing a lot of players here. I'm only going to continue to lose players. If I have a bad year, then I'm not going to get another opportunity at a big club.
No, I think that definitely makes sense for him in terms of like, the reason he's gone.
Yeah.
In terms of that, definitely. But I also look at it like on face value. I just think Brighton were on the up for the last few years, you know, supposed to be challenging for like Europa and, you know, giving the big dogs like a real good run for their money. So then, where did Marseille finish?
Marseille 8th. They don't get European football.
They finished 8th.
They didn't get European football.
Mate, what? Like
they are a sleeping giant.
But that's the thing, they're a massive club.
Yeah.
I don't know, like Brighton's one thing. Like the pressure at Marseille hasn't been something different. That's the only thing I'm worried about with De Zerbi.
I think the
one good year with Brighton, you go into like a club that you always see in like on Twitter and social media where the fans are abusing the players. Green. Oh my god.
Green and black team.
Yeah, Italy. Sassuolo.
Sassuolo.
That's Sassuolo. I did fantastic work there.
Yeah.
Sort of a bottom to then around Europe type spot.
Yeah.
This I think it's a sideways because I think I agree with you with the league thing, but I think the challenge like you're saying is the big thing for him.
Moving from what do they finish in the Prem? 11th
to an 8th place. I think it's still a massive club. Marseille
8th.
Is like a top 4 club in France.
It's sideways, but it has the potential.
France is like being a 9th and 10th club in the Prem.
But
it is.
If you want to end up maybe at a PSG, you want to end up at a Barcelona or
you want to end up at PSG.
But he had the chance for Bayern, didn't he?
And Barca.
No, not Barca.
De Zerbi definitely had a chance at Barca.
No, Barca weren't interested in him. Bayern,
Bayern interested in him?
Bayern went by the company, so they must have been interested in him.
But he didn't want
Remember
it.
we said this last time you were on here. I was like, if all the options were available and they went to company and De Zerbi at that time didn't have a job, Bayern, like in my head, in my like working out, they must have wanted company. That's just how my brain. I don't know.
Oh, obviously,
that just baffles me. That
look, the company thing.
That company was in their top 5.
It's hard like to say now, but I still have faith in him. I just think that Burnley squad was so bad.
I think we said he can coach for sure. He's a good coach. It's just the pressure.
Company has the aura too. I'll be honest. Like he actually has good coach aura. Like
he gets respect more.
Ole has
in England. I'd say he has the aura. But I think now there's
over in Bayern at a big boy club.
No. Okay,
I think that goes out the window.
Different level. But in terms of like, I think he just has like the press sort of conference. Like, he just has confidence, which like guys like Ole and all these England guys who are legends never had. Like Stevie G never had like any. He was the most boring guy. Frank Lampard.
Yeah, of course.
Huh?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Unreal, mate.
Yeah,
Eagles.
Good game for Eagles.
Yeah, no, he does have aura.
But look, the De Zerbi thing, I don't know.
It's sideways, but it has the
I think it's
potential.
sideways.
If he like nails
Mate,
this,
if he brings them back.
Marseille are a sleeping giant, but they've been on like the decline for years, mate.
Yeah,
but imagine being the one to turn it
Yacht,
around.
Obama
Like,
Yacht,
that's intriguing.
But I worry that if it doesn't work out for De Zerbi, then like
if this goes down, but the pressure
If
on
he
this job
doesn't-
is so much.
if he doesn't achieve anything at Marseille, then Jesus Christ,
Just gets
like,
lost to the footballing.
literally, he will just stay in France. He'll move. He'll bounce around.
He'll get lost to pub chat.
Mid-table,
He'll get lost to
lower
pub chat. He'll
clubs,
become
yeah.
one of those managers. Do you
Yeah.
remember when De Zerbi
Like-
was?
I don't know. I don't think it was a good move. I think there's probably other factors, like including lifestyle factors, to be honest.
It's probably a fair shout.
I think it's hard to not think that. Like Marseille, I think it's like south of France. Like, mate,
When you
beautiful
got-
place to
You
live.
got bloody on the seaside, the cobbled beaches of.
No, genuinely.
Brighton, yeah.
Like living south of France compared to bloody. Oh, look, Brighton's on the beach in England. Don't get me
but
wrong.
it's-
Like,
it's
it's not the
cobbled
worst
beaches,
place, but
mate.
it's cold and
Yeah,
sandy.
for sure.
Yeah, like that is a real draw card too.
Genuinely, yeah, it
Like,
is.
I mean, if you want to look at the two clubs on face value, yeah, cool. You can probably argue they're sideways.
But he left Brighton without knowing the Marseille job was available.
It's
That's
so
the thing.
strange. It was such a strange move.
That makes sense. Like that would be a good
Yeah,
reason.
but
that's
but
why I
like,
think
it's
he's
just
got to be
weird.
talked to by
But was it
Barcelona.
no.
It'd have to
But
be
was the
talked to.
Marseille thing definitely not available?
It took a
There's no
while though. It
rumour,
wasn't
but-
like straight away he signed.
Yeah,
The rumor
but
came out
I
after he'd
don't
missed
know.
the Bayern job. That's when it all started to come out that, this might be on now.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
It's a strange one. So that's confirmed.
It could have been like ongoing while he was still.
Oh,
It definitely makes me keen to keep like a bit more of an eye on League One though. Like
Have you seen they've got no...
genuinely
a little
like,
bit, yeah.
because Zerbi is a weird one in terms of like when you and Tots ranked him as like a top 5
Top
manager in the
5,
Prem,
I think they're 5 or
and he
6,
hadn't
yeah.
done anything.
Yeah,
He had taken a Graham Potter Brighton team from like 7th to 9th to like 11th, and it was like I don't know. He was good, but I just think he's one of those guys where like he's on the pitch. His play style can kind of cover up for the fact that maybe like lack of results a little bit, and obviously he lost a lot of players. But
Yeah.
Italian aura, play style aura, baller aura, yeah, a lot of aura. but-
Mohawk aura as well.
He has like press conference moments as well.
Yeah,
He has the
yeah,
press
so
conference
he has
down
that,
pat.
yeah.
Yeah, he knows how to do a press
But
conference.
yeah, I think it's an interesting one to watch in a year's time.
Well,
That is a watch. That is
Yeah.
a watch.
But League One doesn't have any broadcasting rights at the moment. No one's bought the League One.
Are they
out.
still Uber Eats League One or?
Still,
Well, I think it's all falling apart. So I read the other day, since Mbappe's left,
Mate,
no one wants
that
to buy
league-
the League
Yeah.
One.
Oh yeah. No one wants to buy the rights.
So right now you
to-
couldn't even watch
yeah.
League One if you wanted to.
That's
No
a
one's bought
basket.
it.
Mbappe's gone that league. It's just
The lights are off, mate. He
There's
came
no
in,
one
turned the
there.
lights on,
Like,
and he
it's
left.
actually
the lights
unreal.
on.
Neymar
Like,
left.
they're
Mbappe's not
cooked,
there.
mate.
Like,
There's no one there.
like, who would be the best player in League One now?
Like, Luis Enrique is the most entertaining person
Might
in
be
the league.
Zaire,
He's
it
a
might be
manager.
Zaire Emery
Literally.
being the best player.
Literally all the youngsters for PSG.
Yeah.
Barca and Zaire Emery. That's it.
that's
Yeah.
unreal.
Because, to
Vitinha.
be honest, you don't really need to watch PSG. You're just watching the Champions League. That's what you really care about, right?
Well, that's
Wow.
like that's their only tournament in
Yeah,
a way.
that-
Like,
that is
that's,
their, like,
that's what
tournament.
they're based there.
Yeah.
And the fact that they haven't bought anyone in a while, like of big name, right?
But they've realised it doesn't work, right?
Well,
Like,
but
you can't build a
but
team,
they-
man.
They must I don't know what's happened there because they remember they were obviously splashing so much cash.
They offered Mbappe the bloody country.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what's
literally,
mate.
literally,
It's
yeah.
PSG. They're an interesting one now too. Like
Well, that's the thing. That's
I
why
don't
going to
know. It
It
Marseille.
could be interesting now, League One. Like,
Yeah,
it's-
with
Yeah.
does
Anything
go to
can
Marseille
happen.
if he can get things together? PSG are trying to build this young core. They're not perennial winners.
could be the perfect
So
time.
you never know. It could be a time to come through
That's a
and
big
win a
watch.
trophy. The other big news that I guess you told me, I didn't realize that Pascal Gross could be off to Germany, back home to either Dortmund or
get out,
Eintracht
Pascal,
Frankfurt.
get out of there.
It's a sinking ship.
If
I
he
hope he
goes,
goes to
they're in
somebody like,
trouble. They're in big trouble.
They're gone.
Link up with Granite, mate. Run that midfield.
Leverkusen.
I don't think he go even.
They've already
near that
signed.
midfield. They've got
They've already
so many
si-
midfielders.
They've already signed a midfielder. so-
No, I don't think he gets in, but I just
Dortmund would be a good.
He'd be
option. I
good
love
there,
Dortmund.
geez.
Nah,
Dortmund.
Dortmund would be a nice one.
Him and
Dortmund
Chan
would be great. Yeah.
or
I mean, you can
Frankfurt.
play. You can put him anywhere. Like,
He'd walk into Frankfurt side, you'd think, and just
oh yeah.
make them a.
I think he
10 times
probably
better
walks into Dortmund. To be honest, with some of the
he
players
probably
they're
does.
losing. So.
team. Yeah, bin off Brandt and play Gross instead.
This is hell random, but did any of you guys see what Endrick announced?
No, I've been waiting
Because I was going to ask because I haven't seen it either. Because like,
Was it?
did you
what
see
day
his
was
post?
he-
Was that where he was like, "Oh, I'm making an
I'm gonna
announcement"?
shock the world. Shock the
When-
world.
when-
Endrick.
When
He's
was
doing his
it?
Brother, no one's ever seen you play.
Has it been yet? The
Well, it was
announcement?
supposed to be on the 22nd or something, so I haven't seen what it was.
Oh.
I think it might have been a Disney thing.
Disney.
Is that what it is? There was no like. There was
He
no
really said it.
sponsorship.
Endrick took the mic and sent. Oh god, I'm translating it. It says all over the place. Endrick took the microphone and sent the news you need to hear. the real transfer of the year, starting 26 on Disney Plus.
I think he's just sponsored by Disney or something. I don't know.
Maybe there's a show about him or something. I don't know what's going here. It's
no one's ever seen this.
A show about a guy's name.
No one's seen him kick a ball.
It's a really long video. I can't be asked watching, but there's obviously something going on there.
He must be unreal though, surely.
Well, he was good in the friendlies.
They reckon he's a Pele regen. I mean, tucked in shirt, fucking collars up.
How many? Yeah, but there's been that many. There's been that many of the next Pele for Brazil.
But when Real Madrid signed you at 16, it's different, right?
Yeah.
Like Vinicius was signed at what? 19.
Yeah.
This is 16.
It is different. Yeah.
Like this is like.
How much did he sell for?
Not 60.
No. They paid 60 mil for a 16-year-old.
The thing is, because 16, there's so much that can go right or wrong. So I think you can't really pay 100. It wasn't 100 million, was it?
No, that's what I'm saying. 60 is ridiculous.
I think it's ridiculous.
I think
for a 16-year-old.
I'm pretty sure it was something like that. It was something ridiculous.
60 mil is insane, mate.
I don't know if
we signed Gabriel Martinelli for 6 million.
Maybe I'm going crazy.
And Martinelli's a better player than Hendrick.
I think
no, 60 million, 35 million plus another 25.
Martinelli's actually played multiple seasons.
No, it's 60 million.
Was it 60 mil?
35 or 25 add-ons.
Jesus.
60 million euros.
What?
Not even a pound.
Bro, I thought it was like 20.
Nah. This guy's the deal, man. Palmeiras, one of the biggest companies. He's carried that side all season as a 16-year-old.
Shit, that's...
The battle of the 16-year-olds come.
He's going to be... I'm telling you, I swear to you.
That transfer shocked the world.
He is going to get fat.
The Ronaldo.
He's already a big boy for like 16, 17.
Big lad.
He is going to get fat. I swear. I know there's every
one injury.
I know. Like it's impossible for these guys to get fat nowadays because every nutritionist under the sun.
Well, Hazard says differently.
Yeah, this guy and in Madrid too. This guy's going to get fat. I swear to God, he's going to be.
That Spanish player.
He's going to be enormous. He's going to be so big. Hold up, play merchant. He's probably going to lose all his pace, but we'll whack a long shot in. I don't know. I'm keen to watch him though.
I can't wait to watch him, Vinny, and Rodrigo all together. Just one game. Give us all the Brazilians up top. Yeah, bin off. I want to see the
He'll request
the fellas up top.
You got a 60 mil 16-year-old. You got Mbappe. You got Bellingham. What is this, man? This man. Oh,
they've got the Ballon d'Or skewed for the next 10 years.
No one's got a chance, man. No one's got. I don't even know how how anyone else wins the Champions League from now on. Genuinely, how do you beat that team?
I don't know.
Whoever wins it will have the unlimited aura from now on in. If you beat Real Madrid in the Champions League, it's like aura for the next 5 years because like this is the most unbeatable team.
They had all them injuries and they still
Arsenal are going to get unlimited aura then, I guess.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, mate, that is
Can you imagine like, you bring Mbappe off? Oh, why are they bringing him off? Oh, here comes Arda Güler. Here comes...
I think Rodrigo might leave, to be honest.
He wants to stay, though. He announced he wants to stay.
But is he going to touch the pitch?
Oh, he'll play.
I think he starts.
He's important.
Oh, he'll play.
Ancelotti loves him, so he'll play.
When Carlo's there, he'll stay. When Xabi Alonso comes across...
Isn't this Carlos last year?
Yes, I'm saying. When Xabi Alonso comes across next season, then it's...
is that definitely happening?
Oh, it's written in the stars. Yeah, he signed a 1-year deal.
That handshake's happened about 4 years ago, yet we haven't seen it yet. It's like already happened.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm convinced Perez has been a time machine.
It was like Liverpool now or Madrid in a year. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what
I'll wait for Madrid with Mbappe, Bellingham,
dying Liverpool squad, where it's gonna be like so hard to like live up to the.
It's like a full rebuild.
Yeah,
but then you go to Madrid and
you go to Madrid.
What's the word rebuild? Like,
you've probably got the 7 of the best 10 young players in the world.
You could bring across.
You legit have
and you're fine.
More than half of
that's probably what will happen.
10 players who are like under 24.
The likes of like the Camavingas and Tchouaménis might get forgotten in just all the chaos around them.
And like Alphonso Davies might be going there still.
Yeah, link's still there. It's lingering. It's small, but it's still there.
It can still easily happen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, what player in the like? If you're like who? Like, there's an 18-year-old that Euro guy from.
Yeah.
Like, there's Man United, Liverpool. He could go there now. He's like, no, I'll wait for Madrid.
I think
he's like 18. He's not going to play. But he's
so sad
waiting.
As well. Like, if you're like any other club like fan now. And you see your players linked with Madrid.
You're screwed.
Game's gone.
You are screwed.
You're trying to convince yourself, no, he loves the club. Loves the club.
Yeah, no.
I've seen like Gabriel links recently. I'm like,
that's shaky. That's shaky. All the Brazilians are there as
well. Loves the club. Loves the club.
Go the goodness, mate.
Which Brazilians would you rather play with? Gabriel Martinelli and Jesus?
Or 16, 17-year-olds.
Gabriel. Yeah. Oh, mate, it's scary. Scary, Alice. But like if Saliba gets linked...
Saliba's someone I can see there 100%.
100%.
Feels that Rafael Varane mould. Like,
he's like 22.
He's the Varane 2.0, but he's French.
Perez is already eyeing him up, so it's fucking...
They've already shook hands 4 years ago, man.
Saliba would cost so much. Like, don't give...
150?
140?
Yeah, at least like 120. Like, at least one... Like,
I think it's 140. Because if it happens in the next 2 years, you're
he's
still
on
going
a
for a title.
long-term contract.
And he's French, and he's a centre back.
Oh yeah, and he's unreal. Like,
and he's from the Premier League, and
he would have to be like,
if a 16-year-old is 60 mil,
double that time, 1.5 times that.
This guy's a proven centre back who's like 21. He should be 150 mil. Yeah,
and nearly has won the league for his side 2 years in a row, basically just through his performances. It's crazy. One of the other signings that has brought a tear to my eyes, Elise looks very, very close now to Bayern.
Elise to Bayern. I didn't see
personal terms have been agreed.
Oh wow, what happened to Chelsea?
I think it's pretty much done, isn't it?
I think it's done. Yeah.
What happened to Chelsea?
Chelsea pulled out.
Man United just didn't go for it as well.
Yeah. And Man
for whatever
United
reason.
Radcliffe's making me hate him more.
So where does Elise fit into this Bayern team?
Do you think he starts?
I think he starts on the right.
It's between him and Sane, isn't it?
Sane has been not at this Euros.
Yeah, no. Where did he hit the post?
Yeah, but he's not really been. Let's be
honest.
Even
Bundesliga, he was awful
the whole time. Musiala off the left or down the middle. The bike still continue with Muller down in the 10 just to start the season off for like that experience.
Muller's got to be 45.
He's
got to be 45 years old.
Oh, yeah, generally.
I feel like he's been 30 for about 25 years.
He was 30 in 2012.
Actually, next week we'll do that because we run out things to talk. We should do about plays that like feel 40 but
swear to God,
like Donnarumma, 25.
He was born 30 and it's just like he's looked the same. Well, I've never seen like a young like Thomas Muller.
Yeah.
Like videos of a young Thomas Muller. like on Insta, like I remember young Thomas Muller. Like I've never seen anything.
Because he must have been like 23 in like 2012.
Yeah,
it's like whole like Closer and Gertz
2014. Sorry,
Mario Gomez. I never saw them play club football. It's popped up for Germany in
like
the World Cup.
And
and just scored bangers in the World Cup. It's just one of those ones. I don't know who plays in the middle. I think Muller might start there.
He probably should.
Musiala will probably be there come the middle of the season, but I think they'll start with some experience.
Maybe Matisse Tell.
Matisse Tell off the left.
Yeah.
Musiala in the middle. Elise on the right. Fresh faces.
But where does
Company likes the bringing through the youngsters?
Where's the Aussie young dude fit in?
Nestri.
On loan at some Bundesliga Division 3 club or something.
Nestri or Elise?
Bro is disappearing to the European football system. He was going to like
he's so good,
division of like the Bundesliga. We will not hear this guy's name.
He's so good though. That's the thing.
Oh, he's great. But
he won't.
The jump from A League to backflip in the A League. You ain't backflip anywhere in Germany, mate. There's no chance in hell. Do they have a 2 team like a Bayern?
Bundesliga 2. Yeah. There's Bayern 2.
He'll go to Bayern 2 then.
Yeah. But they're like not players in the squad though. They're like the 21s and stuff.
But I don't reckon he'll go.
Yeah, no, I agree. He's part of that mix. He's not like
company will not know this bloke.
Oh no, hell no.
He'll come up again for the team phone and be like, "Who you?" Like
he'll just say Shot Power FC, mate.
Shot Power.
just bangs the thing. Yeah, no finesse. There's no like plays. Just hit it.
How funny is that? Like our generational talent, like is gonna be forgotten about. Like
who is? Yeah, is he our generational talent?
He is. He's our generational talent.
Arle, mate. At buddy. Palmer.
But
he's picking. I think he's speaking Italy anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well, there we go. We got like Huel and Cahill and all these guys. Everyone knew them. Everyone still
good era,
everyone still knows Cahill.
Yeah.
But no one's know Nestri.
But Cahill. I mean,
but even
we're
like
talking
Huel,
Everton in World Cup.
Viduka,
yeah.
Like all these. Everyone knew these guys.
Brett Emerton,
like Schwarzer. We had the goalkeepers.
Yeah.
But
Matty Ryan.
Brad Jones, mate.
Brad Jones.
What a king. He was so bad. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But
we always have good keepers, but it's just
Andrew Redmayne, you know, my keeper, my number one.
I just would have thought we'd produce like a few like help Brexit centre backs.
Harry Souttar's the closest.
But he's the closest.
But he's not even from the country though.
Trent Sainsbury, mate.
He's English.
Like you know what I mean? A few like proper Brexit centre backs, but then in reality we would produce. What's the geezer with the long hair?
Jackson Irvine.
Bro, that's what people think of Australian soccer players, mate. They think of Jackson Irvine, and it's like
he's decent.
He's probably the most
known
Australian footballer.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
but as in like that's not like I figured we'd be a bit more Brexit than that, but he's
the
opposite of
Brexit. Mate, we're going the fullbacks. We'll be
proper
as is Bates cutting inside,
dirty. Lecky on the left, you know.
Craig Goodwin, you know. Mitch Duke up top.
Mitch Duke, he's Brexit.
He's Brexit. He's
fucking quality though. I love it.
He's decent, yeah.
Scoring headers against
that
Denmark.
World Cup, that's elite.
That header, Tunisia.
That goes up against the Netherlands. It was Netherlands that
Tim Cahill.
Netherlands goal. Yeah, Mitch Duke's header versus Denmark, mate, top tier.
Unreal.
Anything else to cover off with? No. To finish off, we'll just go run. The Premier League fixture did come out. We've gone to the first games, a really, really, really early preview of that. Obviously, the big game being Chelsea and City.
So yeah, I think August. So I think it's August 16th. It's the Friday,
and that will be United and Fulham opening us off.
So what is that? We're about 6 weeks away. 7 weeks away.
Yeah, 7 weeks.
So by the end of 6 weeks.
7 weeks.
7 weeks. Yeah. 7 weeks away. Pre-season will start probably in 2 weeks' time. So it feels
there is a lot to unfold in that next 7 weeks. So we got.
That's what I'm saying. The transfers.
They're going to come in a rush. Them transfers.
Yeah, we got 4 weeks or 3 weeks left of the Euros.
Yeah, just
about 3 weeks. No, we got about 3.
And then we'll go transfers for 2 weeks and then pre-season tour.
Yeah,
and then then we'll
everyone's
have
on holiday for 2 weeks.
Nuts transfers.
Yeah, that's when all the transfers.
And
then Fabrizio is going to be fucking.
Poor bloke will be.
Nah, it's going to be elite though, man. It's going to be so good.
But we're just
start of the Prem season is going to be unreal.
So we got so United, Fulham, Ipswich, Liverpool's a big game. That's the early Saturday kickoff as well. Ipswich will be up and about.
Ipswich, keen to watch Ipswich.
Yeah, tractor lads up top.
It's nice to have Leicester back. Ipswich's good.
It's always good having new
teams, fresh faces.
Not having fucking
Arsenal Wolves. We're going to spank them.
Southampton's first game back's away to Newcastle. That's welcome to.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fire there.
Fun, yeah. Tonali.
They're my early.
Is he back for the first game, Tonali, or not?
No, he got that added suspension on top.
Oh,
I think,
he did.
So he'll miss him further. That guy's gone, man. It would be interesting if Paqueta's still.
Southampton going straight.
Yeah, Paqueta.
Southampton going.
Yeah, they're going.
Southampton and I think Leicester are gone.
No.
They might get the points reduction.
Yeah, and new manager as well.
And new manager, yeah, and Steve Cooper.
Who I like, but
hasn't exactly proven he can do it in the Prem though. Yeah, you're not wrong.
A likeable character, but
as I said, I just waffle about the big club thing, but that hasn't really worked out. Forest are a big club, and I guess they're still there. But
I was the big.
I
feel like everyone's going to be waiting for them to have that leap, but it's going to be just kind of the same.
So you reckon Ipswich are probably the best of the 3?
I'd say so. Yeah, they got a bit like Luton. They got nothing to lose.
Yeah, but
they might give that Luton vibe.
Luton, though.
I think they might start off a bit like Luton, where you give too much respect because it's the Premier League, but then you just start playing.
Tell you what, I'm not making the mistake this year though of like just whacking blind faith.
Putting them 10th.
Because I swear to God, it's happened the last 5 years though. Like there's one club who just does it.
Well, it was Nottingham previously.
Yeah, Forest, and then Brentford before that, and then Sheffield did it 1 year under
but Brentford actually did.
Sheffield got 8th. Brentford did. It was just unreal, man. Whereas
COVID was not real, man. The fact that Sheffield United were top 4 competing at that point in time.
No.
Southampton were top of the league.
We had Everton first with James Rodriguez.
Ancelotti. How the hell did Ancelotti end up at Everton, by the way? That was the most.
That Everton team cooked though. That was entertaining. That Everton
DCL,
team. Ancelotti, prime DCL, Hammers in behind. Digne at left back whipping it.
Unreal. No, it was unreal. Digne, unreal, man.
Carlo his chewing gum. Yeah. No one in the stands.
Coffee in hand.
Oh, crazy.
That was the same time that Chelsea had, was it Sarri, the darts geezer?
I think
it was a bit before. It was a bit before.
Was he?
That was a bit before. Yeah.
Oh, that was a funny.
That was Lampard.
That was Kepa doing no, I'm staying.
Lampard was playing.
No, coach. He was the coach.
I was just saying, blood.
He was the coach, man.
I was like,
Lampard's been good, man. Good.
I was like, it wasn't that long ago, surely. How old am I? I was like, what?
No, bro, he was coaching.
But that was a funny time period then.
That was weird, man. That was fucking
Ancelotti at Everton probably retracts from his
that ruins his aura. That ruins his aura.
As more than anything in his career. More than any Champions League loss. Swear to God.
When he has one Champions League. No, has he lost the final? No, he's not lost the final. No, he lost one final.
No, he lost one.
With Milan.
He lost one, yeah.
To you boys.
But
other than that.
Yeah, he lost. Yeah, okay. But, because, if he goes and wins another Champions League this year, which is looking like their hot favourites, they're going to probably walk away with the league, surely. Mate, they're going to walk away with La Liga, surely.
If Bro is ever standing on the touchline, he's like...
Barca are cooked, man.
They can't sign anyone.
They have 25 mil, apparently.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What the hell?
They have to sell Frankie de Jong. I think that's the only way they go about it. They have to sell him.
And the other thing is that when you're in a position like Barca where you have to sell players...
the prices.
Plummets,
but they're so reluctant to. They always want to keep hold of their players, but then just fill in gaps, stop gaps.
But if they have to sell, they can be reluctant. But when the money's on the table in the last day of the window, and it's we're gonna cop a 50 mil fine, or we can lose 20 mil on a player. Then it's you take the play.
I agree, but they won't. They've had so many opportunities with De Jong, and they've never done it.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd add into him anymore.
I think Rafinha's got to go as well.
Man, what do you get for Rafinha?
They bought him for 70 mil.
Yeah,
you get 40.
He was so good at Leeds.
Yeah, but he was never Barca quality. I've banged on about.
I actually thought he kind of was. I thought
quality.
Rafinha back at Leeds.
He's a fake Brazilian passport.
I thought he was a real Brazilian. I was convinced, man.
He's good, but he's not Barca.
I thought
he worked under that Oh my god, I forgot his name.
Bielsa
system. It was just high energy, high pace. He could run in behind all day long. Like,
and that Leeds team in general was just so unexpected.
He also could drive though. He could drive at players, and I rated Rafinha really highly.
He's solid, but
I wanted him at Arsenal, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah,
I wanted him at Liverpool.
Yeah, I wanted Rafinha at Arsenal. Like,
Barca's a different kettle of fish.
He had proper like Brazilian hair as well. Like
I want him as a backup.
Bleached. Oh, it was nuts, man.
I want him as a backup, not.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I wanted him.
And not 60 mil. That's a bit.
I'm saying when you sign Rafinha for 70 mil and you get like Vinny.
Yeah, but realistically, what was Rafinha going to cost? He's like.
That's the thing, I know, but
I don't know. I thought minimum 50 mil back. Anyway, and what do you get for him now?
Probably but for Barca's financial like trouble, like
why splash on that?
Why splash? You're not wrong.
Lamine was probably 14 and killing it for the under 13s or something.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
get him back up and he would do the job. It is funny though because they rely on all three youngsters. Gavi, Pedri, and Yamal would be the only players that will constantly rely on this season.
Kabassi as well.
Does Yamal have like the $1 billion release clause like the rest of them?
That's him.
Yeah.
What's the fucking stupid?
We're hoping one day someone just
to
get them out of them.
Saudi clubs combine into one and just.
Mate, it is so stupid.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
I don't even know.
Release clause is a funny thing.
Saudi's in the bin now anyway. They're just buying.
They bought Nacho.
Useless, just no
old guys.
But there's someone else who's like proper rumored to Saudi who's decent though.
KDB said he's...
Yeah, KDB. That's right.
Bro, the end of the City year is coming.
But he's actually like... The way he's talking about it is crazy. He's on his knees for the Saudis, man.
But is that just not like...
Get the cash.
The way the Belgium sort of... Like, he sort of speaks like it's like really matter of fact and just...
he's twerking for the Saudis.
He is. The way he spoke about it, he was twerking for it. Yeah.
He wasn't even... Yeah, you're not wrong. He wasn't even subtle. He's like, I want to get paid.
It's just the way they...
It's like the money I can't turn down.
Yeah. He's just honest, like
unreal because he's not like.
Bro, imagine Mo Salah said that.
The 400k a week he's on a City's pretty bad, eh? Like, I guess the thing is no tax in Saudi though.
Yeah,
so
that's the thing.
Whatever they like.
If Hendo can get what $700 grand a week.
No, is that what he's on?
Well, no, at Saudi he was on 700 a week.
Was that that's right.
He was earning more than like most Premier League players. I think it was like a few Premier League.
The Hendo fall off, mate. It's hilarious.
That needs to be studied.
But deserved though. Like, no, swear to God, he
was
the most overrated player. Like,
he wasn't overrated, man. No, he wasn't overrated.
Well, you're a Liverpool fan, yeah, I guess.
He won fucking Riders Football of the Year when we won the league. He was very good.
That's the most overrated award I've ever heard, mate. Riders.
He won it and he deserved it.
The only other news I've got here, sorry to break that up. Bruno Guimaraes' $100 million release clause ends. Okay. So City they can get him for less than 100 mil.
Jesus. No, but you can get players for still less than their release clause.
I know, but I think Newcastle were not going to sell him unless they wrote the release clause. But now
do they have to sell someone or
Newcastle?
Yeah, or not?
I think they're okay.
They're okay.
Because they didn't really buy one.
They've been pretty. Yeah, they didn't buy anyone.
If they didn't stuff it up with Tonali, they'd be like.
They bought Isak mid-season, eh?
That was mid-season previous.
Like that was 18 months ago.
Yeah. Hosselu after winning a Champions League off to a Qatari side, so that's something as well. There you go. Win a Champions League, then bugger off to Qatar.
Wait, Hosselu?
Yeah. My goat, Hosselu.
I thought Blood wanted to stay because he loves Madrid so much.
I was just thinking Hosselu, the bloody Spanish brother. Obviously, like fourth striker.
Anton from Stuttgart's joined BVB.
Mate, the transfers are dead.
And then a lot of like.
Now the teams are starting to get eliminated. We'll start to get more.
We've got a truckload like 2005 born Omari Kellyman joins Chelsea from Villa.
Jesus, that's the level we're at.
It's getting a bit sad though. Like a couple of years ago, when we first started hearing the guys who were like our age going, and now they're just literally were born. We're getting
3 years.
So old.
Yeah. Game's gone.
Any United links?
But you got linked to the eBay one. Then
you guys don't have money, eh?
Oh, I'm going to complain on this quickly to end the podcast. So we got our transfer denied for Tadebo because Ineos owns both clubs.
Yeah, I saw that.
Savio goes to Man City for 50 million.
How does that work?
Savio's worth like a 60
million. Is that their 117th charge or?
Oh, I'm sick of it. How
with all the VAR calls, they're on like 150 by now.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And then what about Liverpool? Any rumours?
Not really.
Same. We do have rumours. We got Osman.
You're linked to everyone. I see the AFTV TikToks.
Yeah,
there's always someone new.
Because that's actually relevant.
They also, mate, Robbie's.
He needs to learn to read his like sources and just not every source is credible. And like every TikTok, bro, you want Gula, you want Osman, you want fucking Swedish Johnny.
Osman and Gula.
Crazy moves, huge moves.
It sounds like it looks like Jesus.
We're not really interested.
It looks like Partey and Jesus are gone.
Jesus, really?
I actually like Partey.
Jesus.
Yeah, looks like Jesus.
Jesus can bugger, he's rubbish, but Partey actually like.
It looks like Jesus is definitely going.
And then did Jesus like
Saudi? He's going Saudi.
Jesus.
So
I like Jesus.
Party and Jesus to Saudi.
What a failed experiment with Declan Rice, man. So we literally saw 6 games of it. I've been playing in the 8. And like I said,
I think there's a couple of factors to the party one though. I'm gonna be honest.
Is out external?
I really think that the fault, well, not false. The the rape accusations he had for a really weird period there. I just think they're hard to recover from in terms of it just hangs over a player's head, right? Yeah. And then if you can ship him off for the Saudi for a price tag,
he's not fit anyway, is he?
Yeah, in reality, the other thing is he just hasn't been on the ground enough.
Yeah, bro, does not play.
I mean, Jorginho worked anyway.
And it also looks like
Jorginho worked.
I think there's just better molds of player we can sign there. You got a player like Rice and Odegaard. You can just sign an out and out 8.
Yeah,
you can just sign any box to box player there. It's just perfect now. Frankie De Jong would be lovely at that.
He'd fit nicely, wouldn't he?
I think Frankie would be amazing at
wouldn't
that.
Wouldn't you want a 6?
He'd have to.
Rice plays 8. Wouldn't you want?
No, I know, but I still think that.
Well, De Jong they can play double. They can drop in. They can one go. Sort of.
I also just think that I know what you mean. You probably want a 6 and let Rice go a little bit forward because we say that's
England.
That's probably why we spent 100 million. But I think sort of having I think having the flexibility of players who can both play 6 and both play 8.
That's what Villa did last year.
Yeah, I think that's what we need.
A bit like a really Andrick and Xhaka.
Yeah, literally.
Xhaka would be a great signing.
Bring him back.
He would have been unreal this year in that team.
Oh, he would have been incredible. Holy.
De Jong would be an interesting one. It'd be a good move, but you have to adjust a little bit to the system. It's much different to what. Barcelona have obviously regressed a bit, so it'd be a step up. But I think that'd be an interesting.
He's quality.
I just hang on to the De Jong one because I know he said at one point that he wanted to play for Arsenal.
Yeah, I think doesn't he?
Before he's actually said he wanted to go from Arsenal to Barca, use us as a stepping stone.
Man wanted Cesc Fabregas vibes,
a little bit insulting, De Jong. But no, anyway. So there's that, and then there's the Osman links as well, which are apparently sort of legit, but we're only going to offer 70 mil. They want 120, so we're not going to get
ridiculous for Osman. Yeah,
who knows what's going to happen with?
How old is Osman?
25, 24, 26, 25, 24. I don't know.
He's a bit older than that, eh?
Around that number.
24, 25. I think.
What's the age, Marcel? 25, yep.
Nice. That's good from you. I got that one wrong.
December. So he's 26 this year. So I'll claim that 26 number.
But yeah, look, nothing's heading up yet.
Yeah, Give us 2 weeks and we'll be
nothing really
firing up.
Just quickly, is there anyone from the Euros right now who's bumping up their price tag nuts? Who do you reckon?
That's a good one.
Who do you reckon is who's going to be the Szoboszlai of this Euros?
You know what
I mean?
That's a good
question. Yeah.
Let's think you're thinking your Ukraines, those are teams.
Yeah,
right?
you're thinking your lesser countries for sure, your smaller countries.
Where does that Stanchu play? Because he belted that goal in, and that's
whoever that Austrian midfielder is.
Austrian midfielder.
Oh, sorry, the Swiss.
Arbischer.
Oh, him. Yeah, the Swiss. You told me earlier.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, him.
I literally had never even heard of him.
Yeah, no. He plays next to Xhaka.
He's like their number 8 or whatever it is.
What's his name? That's with an A, doesn't it?
Yeah. Eichler.
Yeah, something like that.
Arbischer, right?
Arbischer, yeah.
Who's he for? I'll check.
I don't know. He's been unreal, mate.
He's been good.
Yeah, I had to mention him in the preview of that game because
he's been good.
I don't think who else.
The one who's been most underwhelming for me is Ben Sesko. Yeah. In terms of what I've heard about the rumours and his price and stuff.
Atalanta, I'm pretty sure.
Does he? Okay, so
does he?
I'm pretty sure. Well, one of them is 22 years old and plays for Atalanta. I know that for a fact.
I don't know. Sesko's been underwhelming for me.
Sesko's struggled.
He's been a little underwhelming.
No, so Arbischer's that's the wrong guy. I picked the wrong guy. Jesus. 27, and he plays for... No, Bologna. Plays for Bologna.
Shock. Plays for Italy.
The boys.
Plays in Italy.
Like the lads.
Not anymore, because the whole team's going to leave. So.
Anyone else you can think of?
There's a lot in that Switzerland team, actually. It's a good shout.
Yeah, it's the Swiss and the Austrian
team. The whole Swiss team, to be honest.
Yeah, the Swiss team's been really
good. The Austrian team as well. They've been good as well.
Yeah.
I could put a name to it now, but...
That's a good
I think
one.
I think Stanchu might get a decent one because he's got a belter, Ukraine.
We've also seen players like
the Italian centre back.
Bastoni.
No. Calafiori.
Calafiori, yeah.
Out of nowhere. Yeah, that's the one. That's everyone's raving.
I think he's been linked to Liverpool.
Yeah,
but that's the only one.
But the ones we've seen it's more so players living up to their hype.
Yeah,
Yamal,
the youngsters.
Youngsters already at the big clubs. Yeah, they're already at the big clubs.
I think you called it. You said it'll be about the youngsters.
You were banging on about this.
I said this last week because on our Thursday show, I've been harping on
You
about.
said you think of it. Yeah, you said that a couple of times.
I said this is the one because I just had a feeling about it, man. Like Goulet's come off the bench for a round and scored every single time. So if he gets a start, like,
I mean, that goal was unreal. I just like that. That is one of the goals I want.
That's my favourite goal this year.
I mean, he has so much space. Don't get me wrong, but
that beat Garnacho's.
In terms of like, but I love that. I love that. I love that.
He said it was his favourite goal of the year, so I just asked.
I love that to like floater into the top. I love that. And it signalled in the park, laces.
It was
absolute, and the context behind it, like
it was
Euros 1-1.
Like it was absolute top bins.
I love Garnacho. I probably love mine who's gone more like that whole build up for that FA Cup final obviously adds to it. But like that goal has something about it, man. That just Welly
was nice.
Laces top left.
Mate, we got the final starting soon. That Kane.
That's crazy. We might get. We don't know. He might be back, but might try and get a few of us like the semis and stuff on the couch to watch.
100%.
Yeah, we'll get the crew back for some semi-final stuff.
Yeah, like
they're midweek.
Are we getting like sleeping matches here, or are we just sleeping?
We just sleep, sit up.
Because the times are just a joke, man.
Maybe for the final. We'll save us for the final.
We got nice for the World Cup, didn't we? Like they were decent.
They were right.
Yeah,
they were right. This 3 a.m. shit is crazy though, man. Yeah. This is giving Champions League type vibes. It's just way too early. All right, lads, that's it. We've waffled enough.
Yeah, we have.
We've done enough off-tangent stuff. Thanks for jumping on. We'll all be back again next week, I think. Should be the same crew again. If not, I'll see you or one of these boys next week. Thanks for jumping on. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. The road to 550 is close. I think we're close.
How much are we on?
542 or 543 last night from the live watch.
Mate, you are pumping out the content at the moment.
Yeah, holy.
My YouTube, when I actually type in, like, you know when you type in Y?
And it's just
mine's YouTube/players. It instantly goes. So I see your sub count every day now. It's like, I just go to it.
Update. Let's get the updates going. Daily. I promise people, Euros will be daily. We got daily stuff going out. Like, comment, subscribe, 5 stars on Spotify. I'll be back. If the thing goes out today or tomorrow, there'll be a live stream that night as well. So join me for that one as well. Thanks for jumping on, guys.
Cold.
We will see you guys next week. Au revoir.